you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this month's edition of Road to Recovery. Visit their website for more information about the Vandergraaf drum motor designed specifically for heavy industry applications.
Kevin Yannick here with Pit and Quarry. Pleased to be joined by Charlie Windle of Luckstone. Charlie leads the northern region as a vice president at Luckstone, which is one of the largest family-owned, operated, and owned companies in the country, and we're pleased to be joined by Charlie here today. Good to see you, Charlie.
Thanks, Kevin. It's great to be with you.
Charlie, there's a lot of talk at Pit and Quarry, and we're always focused on what's going on with aggregate demand, and I'm curious, what's your expectation for the second half of 2020 for the coming months in terms of demand? Where specifically in terms of the markets that Luckstone's involved, do you expect the demand to come from? And are there areas where you would expect any potential shortcomings to come forward?
We expect demand to be relatively strong, not as good as what our original projections were, but not as bad as maybe we were thinking 6 months ago. So when we look at the residential side, I think that's actually picked back up and could maybe even exceed our original expectations. That's driven by low interest rates. And here at least in Virginia, employment has stayed pretty strong. So that's been helpful. On the non-residential side, that's more of a mixed picture. So we're in the data center business up here. We've got a lot of data centers that are being constructed. So that's going to remain strong. But on the opposite side of that are retail centers and office buildings. So I'm not really sure what the future of retail centers and office buildings are, but those have definitely slowed down. A number of those projects haven't started back up. So we'll see as the year goes along. And then we're fortunate to have a number of large infrastructure projects here in Northern Virginia. So we've got work here on I-66. It's one of the biggest infrastructure projects in the entire country. And then also on Route 95 north of Richmond. So those projects will remain strong. So infrastructure for the rest of the year, pretty strong. Non-res is going to be mixed, and I think residential is picking back up.
Well, that's positive to hear. There's a lot of positive takeaways that you put forth there. I think you're right about offices and retail and kind of a questionable future, maybe a fundamental shift there, but we're going to keep an eye on that. And best of luck to you and your Luckstone colleagues down the road, Charlie.
Thanks, Kevin. It was great to be with you.
Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this month's edition of Road to Recovery. Visit their website for more information about the Vandergraaf drum motor designed specifically for heavy industry applications.